Harriet Tubman, and I'm here to tell you about a little bit about me and my life. I was born in Maryland in 1820 or 1821. No one knows the exact date because I'm a slave, and that was unimportant at the time. I lived with my mom and dad and about 10 siblings, at least at first. When I was 5, 2 of my sisters were sold south. For the next couple of years, I was a for-rent slave. I was always returned to my family, though. By the time I was 13, I was working in the fields. One day I saw a man trying to escape. I followed. The overseer did too, of course. The overseer soon had him cornered. I was supposed to tie up the runaway. I didn't. He got away, and I got a scar on my forehead from a heavy weight the overseer threw at him. He didn't mean to hit me, but it did. That's why I sometimes fall asleep at unexpected times. I don't think I will today, though. From then on, I was called Harriet after my mother. My dad also started teaching me about the woods and night sky so I could escape from slavery someday. In 1844, I married John Tubman, who was a free man. I didn't want to be separated from him or sold, so I told him about my dream of escaping. He laughed and threatened to turn me in if I tried. After a few more failed attempts, in 1849, I crossed the border to Pennsylvania and became a free woman. It felt great to be free, but I was a stranger in a strange land. I soon decided that I would rescue my family and friends from slavery and make this free state my home. From 1851 to 1852, I went back into slave territory and brought back different parts of my family. In 1852, I found my way back to my old cabin and asked John Tubman to come north with me. He had married someone else and would not leave. I rounded up some slaves that I didn't know and took them with me. Soon I was bringing strangers and their friends and families to freedom. Then the government passed the fugitive slave. That meant I had to bring slaves to Canada before they were safe. I didn't give up. Everyone who I brought out of slavery made it to their destination without being harmed. I even took my old, frail parents to freedom on a covered wagon. I think I was a very determined person. In 1858, I retired from being a conductor on the Underground Railroad and became a public speaker. I spoke for ending slavery and segregation, more women's rights, and things like that. I helped out in the Civil War from 1861 to 1864. I was a cook, nurse, scout, spy, and sometimes I was a raiden. I was so glad when the Civil War ended in 1865. You know why? Slavery ended. That was my dream, after being free, of course. In 1868, Miss Sarah Hopkins Bradford published my biography. By then I was getting old and starting to lie low. That didn't stop me from making my home a place for sick and elderly blacks. I helped bring over 300 slaves to freedom. My goal in life was escaping slavery and then helping the African American race. I died March 10, 1913 at about age 93.
Great job, Cece. Any questions? Kiru?
Why did you choose Harriet Tubman?
Well, I thought she was a determined person and she helped a lot with slavery. And I also thought it would be easy to research her because I had a book at home. And it turns out I didn't have the book and I didn't figure that out until we were almost supposed to be done with the researching. So, yeah.
It's okay. Give Cece a big hand. Great job.